All right. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to another Crypto Remora Thursday night live stream. My name's Wes, and I'm with, as always, that handsome man on the other side of the screen, Sierra Crypto. What's up, Sierra?
Nothing much, man. Just talking like this because I feel like shit.
Listen. Did you go get tested, dude? You don't think it's
that's a little personal, man. I mean, fuck.
Jesus Christ, that's none of your damn business.
We just started the show.
I like to. I don't.
It was years ago,
man.
but I have been. Yeah, sure.
I do not beat around the bush unless you ask me to.
No, I
only if you ask me to.
I in 2020 caught what I thought was the vid. And it killed me for about 3 weeks. I stayed in my room, stayed away from everyone, drank tea, and I've eventually got away from it. This does not feel like that. This feels like the Myrtle Beach crud, which is what you get every year in Myrtle Beach. It feels like that, but a little more intense. But
it's
yeah,
in the water, man.
I can't feel a little dizzy, feel nauseous, tired as hell, but
yeah,
I've been drinking a lot of tea and trying to cut back on, eating junk food and that kind of stuff and just chilling out. But my voice, dude, I'm finally starting to get my voice back a little. So that's good.
It sounds like, like when you first wake up, you roll over and you're
what it feels like.
Good morning.
You got that little, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm supposed to sing. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to sing to people tomorrow night.
Oh,
I have a
dude.
tomorrow, bro. But I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a lot of blues and I'm going to wear my cowboy hat and I'm just going to talk real low into the mic, and just make my guitar sing a little more.
Yeah.
I can't not play this gig, dude.
Yeah, I know, man. I know, dude. And it's really cool that like all that's starting to take off again, man.
Like, how y'all doing out there?
How we doing? All right.
Just like that. I'm play some blues for you.
God dang Marlboro Red.
Shit.
Nobody get this thing started, baby.
We got a lot to talk about, though, man.
Yeah, we do, man. Yeah, we
got a lot going on. We got a lot happening.
Dude,
we got a lot of shit that we predicted that we said coulda, shoulda, woulda happened, and it started to happen.
Yeah.
But the end is not near yet, dude, because even though, my 48 to 58K range that I've been, you guys all want me to shut up about, I got good news on that front. And the good news is, and it's now bad news. No, I'm just kidding. And it's now been turned to bad news. No, it's we're holding at 2.2 trillion at total global. And you know what? It looks good. I know the price is scary. I know Bitcoin's teetering on that 58, 59K range, but I tell you, man, for us to be holding that $2.2 trillion market cap, it's a good sign. It's a healthy. Now, if Wall Street wants to tomorrow and pull 200 billion out, the good news is they won't be able to do it that quick. You'll notice it. You'll be able to see it. You'll have some hours to see that, unless they do it overnight, which let's not even go there. But we got rumors of an airdrop for part 2 for Arbitrum. What's this? I don't know.
Dude,
it could be hype. It could be psych. But yeah, dude, Arbitrum Nova Punks has been silent for months, and I just saw their Twitter come alive and talking about using the chain and stuff for Nova for a possible airdrop too. I didn't think Arbitrum was doing that. I thought they did one drop and that was it.
Well, we were speculating on Nova, dude. Remember, because
I'm still bullish on Nova.
Arbitrum 1, and then that was pretty much like that's what everybody was using, was Arbitrum 1. And then that's when people started looking at Nova. It's like that's a whole nother beast, dude. That's a whole nother chain itself right there.
It could just be what he's talking about. He could just be saying, Arbitrum. He's basically telling you go do some transactions on Nova. So I shared that on my profile. If you guys are interested, that's my PFP. It's a Nova Punk. It's another layer on Arbitrum that we used a long time ago. You want to talk about cheap, dude?
Yeah, Nova is awesome, man.
Very, very cheap. You know, there's a couple of things on there. It's not as much as Arbitrum that you can do with it, but there's some cool NFTs, and it's definitely the cheapest experience. You know, if you got $20, dude, you can go on there and like do shit all day for $20. So it's a cool chain.
Yeah, I know that. You know, I think it was built. Nova was built for more of the gaming and NFTs and social and shit like that. And then Arbitrum One was built for DeFi, but you know, Nova kind of got pushed to the back. You know, and almost got forgotten about. I mean, like we didn't forget about it, but people just now coming in exploring Arbitrum. You know, they only hear about Arbitrum One, dude. You really don't hear about Nova. So, I mean, dude, they could do an airdrop to bring awareness to the chain, and
we're gonna get that drop.
Oh,
because we're OGs from it, so we'll probably get a healthy drop if that's the case. But maybe I'll get on there and do a couple more transactions just to keep it fresh because I haven't been on there forever.
Yeah, I definitely need to go on there. I think I got like a few bucks on Nova, but I need to transfer some more. They got a bunch of games though, man. I got a bunch of games. There's a lot of cool, interesting looking ones too that I want to try out. Did you?
Oh, shout out to GMB, by the way. I don't know if he's in here yet, but shout out to GMB and all our Florida peeps that got hit with Milton right after Helene.
Yeah.
For some dorky ass names, these storms packed one serious ass punch. So they got some stupid names, but Milton and Helene doesn't sound like they do damage. Let me tell you what, they did a lot of freaking damage, both those storms. So
they did.
Sorry for anyone out there that had to deal with any losses of relatives or pets or any shit like that. Their house, I can't imagine. My girl's good. Her mom's good. They're all good. Her mom, unfortunately, is gonna. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the storm hit and they lost power a little bit, but they're okay. A lot of winds knocked down some trees and stuff. But pretty safe on that front. GMB is good too, I'm pretty sure. He said he's going to make the stream tonight. So
yeah, we'll see. I guess he was worried about losing power out there, but they got it back to back, dude. Back to back. They said they were in the middle of finally cleaning up and kind of getting all their shit together, and then boom, another one came and just wiped it all out. So yeah, that really sucks, man. That really sucks. Really, really sucks. For our friends that are watching, if you are involved or in that, dealing with that situation, let us know how we can help, man. We might not have, a bunch of money we can send, but we can definitely help in some kind of way. So just let us know. Did you watch the HBO documentary yet?
The Satoshi, man, I didn't even, I'm like, it's a freaking joke, dude. I ain't watching that shit. I might, if it was good, if y'all tell me it was good, I might go back and watch it. But I'm like not sitting here chomping my nails like, who is Satoshi? If that's what they expected me to do on HBO. I mean, is it, I guess HBO needed some ratings or Fink need to pump his bags. What's going on with it? Did you see it? Did you watch it?
I have not. I was planning on watching it tonight. I don't know if I'm going to get time for it, but if anything, tomorrow.
So. You watch it, and then you let me know if it's even worth watching.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna pre-screen it through Wes. If Wes thinks it's even worth putting my time into, I'll watch it. But off the rip, HBO is gonna be the one who's gonna break it to us. Come on, man.
Let's see if I can get in to our X account.
I need some more honey.
I finally got the desktop put back up, man. So that's what I'm on right now. It feels so good, man, to have this done, dude. Like, it was getting bad there for a minute, man. It was getting bad for a minute. Yeah.
Chilling in the house, laid back. Well, it's got to have been, it had to have been stressful, dude. I mean, you had your whole shit misplaced. I don't even want to think about it, man. I know just moving is sucks bad enough. But then when you got something like what happened with your situation. So we talked about a couple of the topics, the Arbitrum possibility airdrop 2 for Arbitrum Nova. We talked about the price action, right? We got elections coming up. We got storms hitting. We got Elon, dude. Elon going to talk at a Trump rally is pretty bullish for crypto. We're going to talk about that. And what did you name this sucker tonight?
Uh,
Only weeks away from a major rally. Okay.
yes. Yep.
So, is October still a thing? Is it invalidated? Are we going to lose October and just come back November, December? I don't know, man. I think there's bullish cases and I also see some bearish cases, but we're gonna look at the charts to really deep dive on that. But what else major happened since we've had a break? I feel like we're missing something. There's something major. Oh, crypto.com being sued. Did you hear about this shit?
Oh yeah, they got their Wells notice, right?
The Wells notice. Yeah, they got the Wells notice and crypto.com said fuck you and sent one back. So shout out to crypto.com for suing the SEC. That's how
they
you do
threw
it.
some back. I know XRP, they just filed something, some formal something, some lawsuit or whatever. So like they're going after each other again.
It's all
It's
about
insane,
money,
man.
though, dude. It's all about money. They're trying to get some dollar bills. SEC's dollar bill grabbing because they know their time is short.
Yeah,
You know?
100% for sure.
So, yeah, we fully back the crypto people on this, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm trying to get logged into this X account. I thought I already had it. Let's see.
I'm gonna move this over. Do I need to bring you another monitor too? Because I have an extra one.
You know, I gotta
can
go
bring
get
you
a.
one.
I have to go get a TV for the bedroom. For this bedroom, for
TV
my
is the way to
bedroom.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll probably grab
the
one if I can
TV
find a
monitor
cheap one.
works good, dude.
Yeah, if I can find a cheap one, I'll just
HDMI,
grab that.
yeah, the HDMI TV monitor is actually the best way to go because it's a lot bigger. You don't even need to buy a monitor anymore. Let me see. While you're pulling that up, I'm gonna pull some CoinGecko up real quick.
Okay.
Just some basic overall prices right now. Dive into the charts real quick, see what's going on here. So Bitcoin's still holding above 60. So we fell below the 61 to 63 range, right? But we're still comfortably above the 58K range, which is good. ETH's at 2,300. Let's see here. Solana sitting at 138 for all the listeners out there. Let's see. Aptos is at $8. Whenever you see Aptos around $8 or $9, you know shit really hasn't changed because that's just you want to gauge the market. Look at what Aptos is doing. If it's at $8 or $9, you're straight. Once Aptos goes down to 7, it means Bitcoin's doing pretty bad.
Yeah.
They've just been parked. Did you see Uniswap, dude? Did you see Uniswap?
No, what's going on with Uniswap?
Everything was down. I made a post about it earlier. Everything was down like crazy. And little Uniswap was pumping by 10%. Like everything was down and Uniswap was up by 10%. And I couldn't help but think to myself, this is Wall Street finally learning what the hell a Uniswap is. Like these guys are getting in. Like think about it. Don't you remember when you first got into crypto, there was this time to curve where you learned a couple of things and then like almost like 3 months later, you knew what a DEX was. You knew what a centralized versus decentralized exchange was. Like you finally got to that point. I think that's where Wall Street is on the learning curve. I think Wall Street is got themselves a wallet. They know what Uniswap is. They know how to use gas. They know how to make a swap. I think that's where we are in the grand scheme of adoption with Wall Street. I feel like that's what that pump was today. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just feel like Wall Street's like, oh, I should buy Uniswap because that's where you do all the,
Yeah, I came across a post. I have it in the alpha chat, our new one, the one that we have GMB in. Is that how we're doing it, right? Are we sending it to that new one or?
Well, GMB is the first member of the Remora Alpha chat. Yeah, I mean,
Diogo, what is up, my friend? Thank you for being here. What is up? What is up? We missed you, man. We missed you. He's been busy in the Smithy DAO Discord. killing it over there, man. Killing it over there. I was just informed I need to get me a golden pickaxe. So hopefully I'm going to scoop one of those up tonight. I need to get a few of them.
Yeah, that we had some mayhem. We were trying to tune in this morning and we had trouble. I was in the server. Did we ever figure that out?
Yeah, so I went in there and pinged one of the team members, and he actually brought me in manually, so I got to watch a little bit, but I missed the beginning and like towards the end. But yeah, I mean it's recorded, so we can share it, we can watch it. But yeah, I mean,
probably should do that because,
bro,
yeah, I'm bad enough with Discord. I need links sent to me like a kindergartner.
Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do, it was a role. So he had to manually give me the role because I'm not great with it either, man. Like, so he said he had to manually send me a role, and then I really didn't know kind of where to go from there. And then he manually brought me into the chat. So, but yeah, Synergy Land, man, that was a really good showcase from what I saw, and those guys are killing it over there.
We're getting a little bit of a lag when we're opening windows, just so you know.
Okay.
All right, so I want to dive into this real quick, Wes, just before we go into Lux Algo or any of that stuff. So this is interesting. It's a little tough to see. Let me maximize our window for a minute. So you could see this chop action towards the end of this pattern here. I think I can highlight it. Yeah. So all this chop action right here, I just kind of zoomed in off the maximum chart.
Yeah.
So you can see right here where that's where you hit just under 2 trillion, right? And this is where you hit just under 2 trillion.
Yeah.
So what I was saying last week, I was calling for a triple bottom on this. And as a bullish case, I was saying that we might get this triple bottom, right? And when I called that, we were right about here. We were in here somewhere. And, the market was bullish and everyone was excited. That's when I called for this. I said, no, I think we're going to come back down. And sure enough, we went down. We didn't go all the way down. We bounced at 2.2. But now, as you can see, we're starting to roll over a little more again towards 2.2. So here's my thesis for this triple bottom. If it don't happen, if we don't get a bounce right here, which is at 2.25, that's our next level to watch, 2.25, which is not crazy to think because that's, 25%, that's right there. If we don't bounce at 2.25 trillion, which, we're at 2.265 earlier today. And let me pull it up on this. So we were at 2.2 at the start of the show. So we're not really bouncing, quote unquote. We're not bouncing where we need to bounce, okay? But we're at 2.204. And something about Total Global, if you watch it, it's a very psychological big even kind of call, right? It works. It works on those big psychological levels for some reason. 2 trillion, 2.5 trillion, 3 trillion. Those big psychological levels mean something to Wall Street.
Yeah.
So when you see this level, this is a major level. This is a big deal. This is 2 trillion. If we break below that, all cards are off the table. Sorry, my mic's a little hot. All cards are off the table. We are going to 48K if that happens. I will absolutely put a short, and hopefully we will not do that, right? Hopefully we'll hold above this. But if you see it, you also see something right after I put the short in, I'm going to put a long in because you see this drop that we had, boom, 2 trillion, and then you had a bounce. And then the last time you had it hit and then it bounced. So what I'm predicting is if we lose 2 trillion, or right at 2.2 trillion, I mean, if we lose that, it's about $200 billion to go as of right now. If that 200 billion comes out of the crypto market again, and we go down to 2 trillion, that's one hell of a short. You put the short in when it happens, when it starts moving down, and then right once it goes down to just under 1.986, Once we go right back down there, you put the long in. So you kind of have to watch what Bitcoin's doing when this happens. But the last 2 times that happened, I put the dates up. August 5th, 2024. Let's look at that. August 5th, 2024. Let's go to Bitcoin, and we'll see what the price was when that happened. August 5th, 2024. I'm just got to repeat shit like what you're doing in password and shit.
Right.
Let's see here. 3 month. August 5th. August 5th would be right here. Okay, and that's a $52,000 Bitcoin right there. So between 48 and 53-ish, but there is a wick down here. I'm trying to get to it. So
what is that? The wick, that's market cap.
Come on, you little shit. August 5th. August this is Bitcoin's price. So this is August 5th. This is the same date where I just said where I just had the market cap chart up. Right, the market cap was just under 2 trillion, and this is the price Bitcoin was at that exact moment, March or August 5th. So, based on that chart, when the total global dips that low, this is the price action you kind of can expect. So that brings us around $50,000 Bitcoin, which is what I said, 48 to 58. You know, that's right, kind of in the middle, not really, but what I'm saying is, look at the V-shaped recovery though. So if you can catch this short right here, if you can open a short right as it starts to turn over, ride the short down, and then put in a long, I know that's a tight ass trade, but man, if you can catch that son of a bitch, if you can catch that movement, that volatility, which is what I'm better at trading. I don't like trading sideways markets. I hate it.
Yeah.
But when it's volatile like this, I love to trade. It's a little easier. So just be on the lookout for it. That's the main thing I've been watching. It's the main thing I'm going to continue to watch. And as of right now, you're still psychologically at 2.2. No money has moved in the last 6-7 hours, you know, and I'm in front of my phone. You know, I took naps and stuff because I'm not feeling great. But
yeah,
you know, if I'm sitting here in front of the phone, you know I'm watching Total Global like a hawk, and it has not moved. So that's a good sign for now. I guess what my point is, let's see what tonight holds. Let's see what Asia does when they wake up, and let's see how much we hold above that. Because if we start going lower than that, if that $200 billion cushion starts getting removed, then I think it is time to start looking at those levels again seriously and not joke around and say, yeah, it could happen. It could definitely be on the table for us to go back down to that level. But like I said, even if we do, I don't plan on us staying there, dude. I see a triple bottom. I see us going down quickly, bouncing the hell back, and I still say we end this year off very good. Like, I don't see the end of the year being a shit year. I was kind of looking at that earlier. I was thinking to myself, what if we did, would they grind us sideways and just make our lives miserable until January? And then I thought about, they fucking would. They would do that shit. They would like piss all over our parade, right? Would they? Yeah, they would. But the question is, could they? Can they? That's the question I'm kind of on the fence about. It's like, I don't know. I feel like they could. I feel like they have enough money to move it, but the market makers have shown weakness every time they drop. The market makers can't hold the price there long. They're unable to hold it there. There's so much buying pressure coming in every single time it drops, right? I mean, look at this. The Bitcoin chart right here shows you that. I mean, I'll just pull it up one more time and then we'll pull up some other charts. But I mean, if you look at this, look at this V-shaped recovery. I mean, this is like, you know, you went from $60,000 Bitcoin and you dropped all the way down to freaking $8,000 or $50,000 Bitcoin on August 5th. But then by August 9th, you were already up. That's 4 days later. You were already at $61,000, dude. That's an $11,000 run. That's $11,000 price difference where Bitcoin in 4 days, you guys. So don't think that these drops can't happen. I hate when people say, "Oh, we can't go to 48, we can't go to 50." I'm looking at them like, dude, you don't remember Bitcoin 2020, do you? Like, you can move fast. So the thing is, don't ever think that we're too big to move that big. We're not that big, guys. We're only $2 trillion. All of crypto world. We're only 2 trillion. That's like the whole world's like 400 trillion in assets. We're like 2 trillion. So don't think we're too big for our britches. They can absolutely move us, but I think that it's harder for them to hold us down. So yeah, dude, I see this triple bottom as something that could play out, and I want to see what you have to say. I want to see what Lux Algo has to say about that. See what the charts are calling for. See what our indicators are calling for. Crypto Homes, what is up?
What's
good
up,
to see everybody
home?
back. We missed you guys. We had a couple days off. It's good seeing you guys.
Yeah, he survived Hurricane Milton. Awesome, man. He is bullish on that Goldfinch protocol, man. He's bullish on that. I think that's that what is it, GF something? We've looked at it before. I need to look more into that. I have no idea what it is. No idea. Yeah, you want to look at some.
I was gonna say, if you got some news you wanted to pull up, well, you could pull up the picture of Trump and Elon at the rally. You guys, no matter who you're voting for,
GFI.
that was freaking bullish. That was bullish. Elon coming on there with Trump.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Yep.
That's going to be good for us.
That sent a pretty thorough and clear message, kind of like where he stands. So,
to your Dogecoin holders out there, we're probably just salivating all over the place.
Oh, you already know it, dude. Did Dogecoin even move when that happened?
I doubt it, dude. Usually when anything like that happens, nothing really, you know.
Yeah, it
but
really
I'm sure the holders got hyped, dude. I know the holders were like, "That's it. We're going to the moon."
All right, so yeah, there's a few things in here, man. I'll start with this one. This is just saying from Sentiment. Great account to follow if you're interested in, like, you know, data and charts and shit like that. But they just say Bitcoin has dropped as low as 58.9 today. So yeah, 59,000, I guess we could say. But returning to a 3-week low. So that's that low that we've come back and touched. And when we look at the charts, dude, like, you'll see what, you know, what exactly is going on here and kind of the next levels we're looking at. But yeah, I mean, they're saying that traders, based on this chart right here, they identified this as a buy the dip opportunity, and the narrative kind of flipped bullish because, well, one of the factors is because that CPI report is still coming out on Wednesday, I think, and I think we're going to get a nice little rate cut on that. So I think when we got the previous rate cut, I want to say we were sitting around like 58. I know we were probably around like 60K. We can look at it, but it did give us a nice little boost. And I think it started like even a day or two before that, but it did give us a nice boost. So I'm confident that this drop that we just saw was, yeah, like they're saying, dude, it was a perfect opportunity, especially if you've been following this and know that the reports are coming out soon and know that there's a high probability that they're going to cut rates again. I don't know how much, but I would imagine, 0.2 or 0.5 or whatever.
So you're saying Papa Pal's handing out some candy again this week?
Yep.
That comes this week? I didn't even realize that was this week.
Yeah, Friday. So that comes next week. So that comes on Wednesday or Thursday. I know they do the when they're doing the press conference, I think it lasts 2 days. Yeah, I think Thursday they do the announcement on how much they're actually going to cut it. But yeah, so we saw that happen, and I think that it's playing out exactly. And I mean, it is what it is, dude. 58K, like, who's not going to buy Bitcoin when the all-time high is 74 and it drops to a cool 58,000? Like, I'm scooping, you know what I mean? And this is something that we were kind of expecting too. We talked about 58. We said 57, 58 is another retest area. Yeah, it's a solid level for support, and then 60K, and then, guys, if you've been watching, we've been telling you these levels for the last month or two, man. So yeah, maybe you profited on that. I didn't actually get in on the short. I kind of wish I did. I didn't think we were going to drop below 60, and it was short lived, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so going on to this next post by Sentiment, let me just roll with them real quick. Bitcoin just jumped back over 60,000. Traders are eyeing altcoins. These are the top trending altcoins. Chili's, people are bullish on Chili's. I've never played around with it, but they're talking about this Pepper airdrop. So that could be something to look at. Aave, there goes your DeFi. Uniswap, like you were just saying. And that just kind of tells me with Uniswap and Aave and these DeFi tokens, like that's showing you that there's a little bit more in institutional interest, because that's what it is, man. It's like a decentralized.
Noobs.
Yeah. Right. So I do think that Aave, any DeFi play like that, Uniswap, what's another one on Arbitrum that I really like? Why can't I think of it?
Pendle.
GMX, I think that, people are gonna Pendle. So yeah, Pendle, I think that's gonna do well. And then they go into a few other ones too that you guys could look at. I just thought it was interesting here. Oh no, that's all they have. Yeah, Aave and Uniswap. I thought there was more to that, but apparently not. So yeah, decentralized finance, man. I think that we could have another DeFi summer. You know what I mean? Because these are those utility tokens. Right now, the meme coins were getting all the action, and Bitcoin was getting the action. And now I think people are starting to look towards those utility tokens, those blue chips, and kind of the mid to high cap tokens, man. Because they're gonna pump. People are like, "Oh, only the meme coins are gonna do good." Nah, dude. When you have Aave, Uniswap, Pendle, like they're gonna do really, really well. We just haven't had that opportunity yet because people are FOMOing into these, meme coins or whatever. What's your thought on that, man? You think that DeFi Summer 2.0 is coming, or what's your thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the utility coins have been ignored. They've been the redheaded stepchild in the backseat for the last 2 years. Nobody cares, right? Is your coin a frog? No. Then get the hell out of here. Like, no one's cared about actual crypto use case for the last 2 years. And this little 10% pump on Uniswap while everything else is in the shitter showed me today. That's the first thing that came to me was, number one, Wall Street. That's who I just could feel it. I just said, this is all your Wall Street people have done their homework and they're figuring out what Uniswap is. They're in that first stage of the learning curve of crypto. And so I think you're right. I think Wall Street now is come to the table doing some moonlighting. There's GMB.
Yeah.
And I think, and GMB, I'm glad you survived the storm, brother, and you made the show. So that's what's up. Die Hard Remora right there. Just went through a hurricane, still in the chat. So that's a soldier right there.
Let's go.
So Wall Street's in the game. They're buying some Uniswap. They're doing some token swaps. They know what Aave is. They know what these sports betting things is. They're getting their hands dirty. They're figuring out what it is, and they're trying to buy up all the Uniswap. Well, guess what? You can hold that Uniswap token because it don't do shit. So where they're learning and they're getting on the bandwagon of crypto, they still got a lot more to go. And most of you guys in the chat that are watching Remora are still slightly ahead of them. So that being said, it's a good thing. It's a good narrative shift. And I think Wes nailed it on the head. I think the shift from meme coins back to utility could be something that's coming. And if you're holding a lot of Chainlink, if you're holding a lot of these good, Aave, any of these old school products like GMX, if you're holding any of that, Grail, any of this stuff, hold it just a little bit longer, because once Wall Street figures out that it's not all about owning Uniswap, right? Because they're still in that stage. Oh, if you own Uniswap, you're going to get rich because that's the biggest swapper. Like, they're thinking like Wall Street thinks. They're thinking like it's a company. They're not thinking like decentralized apps. They're thinking like, oh, one company has to dominate all of them. So they think, Uniswap's going to be that horse. Whereas there's other coins that do other shit that give it value, but they don't understand that because they're still brainwashed into Web 2.0 and Wall Street.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting take, and I think you're right, Wes. I think the shift back to utility does come, and I think Wall Street will be the ones to try to front run that, but retail's already holding. So
yeah,
we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's almost like the strategy is keep your enemies close, right? They say keep your friends close, keep your enemies even closer. So yeah, I mean that definitely definitely kind of relates to that. All right, let's see what else we got. GMB, we survived. We survived. All right. So yeah, this was just about the Satoshi thing. They're trying to find the Bitcoin CEO, man. They're trying to find the CEO. But yeah, this the HBO. We just talked about that. You know, Peter Todd. That's what they were claiming. And there was a few others that we've heard from. I don't think we're ever going to figure out who Satoshi was. It was meant that way. In my opinion, I think it was even a group. You know what I mean? I don't think it was just one person. I really don't. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, let's get into this since we're kind of talking about institutions and stuff. So TD Bank hit with a record $3 billion fine for laundering drug cartel money. Criminals prefer the US dollar. So like what's the reason behind this, man? What's the cover up? You know what I mean? Like they say that crypto is anonymous and that's what the cartels and drug dealers are going to want to use. You know what I mean? And here we are.
She just sent me that.
TD Banks.
Colleen just sent me that.
What?
In case you guys didn't know who Satoshi was. Yeah.
Oh. Let's go. Let's go.
we're all Satoshi, mother effers.
Baby. That's right, man. That's right. So yeah, TD Banks, man, getting caught up in some shit. And then we have here we go, man. Fidelity's just in $5.4 trillion asset. Fidelity confirms 77,000 plus customer records were hacked, licenses, social security numbers, personal information. This is why this stuff needs to be secured on the blockchain, dude. So people can't do this, man. People can't do this. And then
dinosaurs.
And then if they do, you're the only person to blame, dude. If you fuck up and you lose your keys or whatever, like you got to go mint another social security number NFT or something like that. You know what
I like that,
mean?
Dude.
But
I like
they
that.
should not have all of this record. It should be put on the blockchain, man. It should be put on the blockchain, dude.
Dude, all of every
I mean the same way that we do our licenses now. What is it?
No, go ahead. I was saying you're getting laggy because the background. You might want to change the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. My background sucks, y'all. I was trying to substitute here.
We're gonna.
But yeah, I mean, you know, doing everything that we do now, but you know, instead of you got to go to the DMV and prove who you are, and they mint you another NFT or something. I don't know, something like that, man. I don't know the ins and outs, but something like that would definitely need to work. I mean, they're doing it with real estate. That's kind of this DPIN thing that they're doing.
That's a great idea, Wes. That's a great idea. Like you lose your keys, and you don't necessarily get banned from the blockchain, but that's the only time you go down to Social Security. You go there, you provide your real birth, and then they take another picture, and then they mint that as an NFT. Boom, it goes on the blockchain again. You have to pay them X amount of dollars. That's a freaking, and that shit would work with everything. DMV, everything.
Midnight on. So yeah, there's a few of them out there. I just think that they're going to end up picking something that's already been tested, battle tested, or they're going to create their own and run it how they do it. And it's, you know, centralized and decentralized kind of in the same protocol. So, I mean, they got to have some way to kind of control or like burn your last NFT that they minted. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to have some kind of way where they can, if you lose it or you lost your key, they got to be able to burn that one so nobody else can get a hold of it and then mint you a new one or something. I don't know. Sounds right. So yeah, that's that, man. These are centralized entities just fucking up left and right, man. It's just another clear reason why we need crypto blockchain for these things. And I think that's it, dude. I think that's it. That's all I had for this.
Merrick Garland is coming after TD Bank. You know, that's kind of like watching two 90-year-old citizens fight with each other in a hallway in a home.
Yeah.
Two dinosaurs fighting over, you know, I don't know, two candlestick makers fighting the day the freaking light bulb was invented. You know, these guys are on their way out. The old world is done, dude. The old world of information and shit. IT eventually replaces everything. And that's why the Michael Saylor videos are so iconic, right? Because Michael Saylor's just like, it's everything. You know, he just gets it, right? He goes off. Because he's an engineer. People think he's just a greedy Wall Street rich guy. He's not.
Yeah.
Michael Saylor's a freaking engineer, literally a rocket scientist. He is a rocket scientist. He's that smart. So if you watch Saylor videos and you think he's just this permabull who's a greedy guy, go back and study what the man built, where he went to school, how he grew up. You know, find out about what he actually is. And when you find out he's a rocket scientist, literally with a degree, his brain works like an engineer. And if his brain just understands Bitcoin and he understands the monetary system we're in. So that's why he goes off and he gets so passionate. It's not about the money. People confuse it. I get into it sometimes with a good friend of mine about this. He thinks I'm so passionate about crypto because I'm so psychotic about the money. And I try to tell him, it's like, you don't get it. You think it's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's like the Joker scene. It ain't about the money. It's about sending a message. This is a different thing. This is a philosophy. Like you could take it for the money, right? You could listen to hip hop because you like the gold chains, or you like the drug dealing, or you like the lifestyle, or you could listen to hip hop because you like the rhymes. You could listen to hip hop because you lived that kind of lifestyle. You had friends living that lifestyle growing up in the 90s. There's all kinds of reasons you could, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like that thing where it's some people just listen to it and then some people live it. Like I'm one of the ones that lives crypto. I don't just buy it to hold it. Like I actually use it every single day. You know, so it's, to me, it's more about, yes, it'll be good to the money, of course. I mean, that's what we all got into it for. That's what I got into it for. I'm not going to lie, but the more you get into it, the more you realize that it's a way of life, man. And then you start meeting other like-minded people and shit. It's like, I don't know, man. That's what got me, is starting to meet other people who think like this. I'm like, holy shit, this is cool. And you feel like you belong into something too, man. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I think that everybody doesn't expect, most people probably don't expect to get bitten by that bug, dude. But like, you come in and it's all about the money, or for the most part, you know what I mean? Like, there's other beliefs and you know, the ethos of it or whatever. But like, after you get bit by that bug and you start going down that rabbit hole, dude, it becomes like something completely different, dude. And
speaking a different language, you start speaking the lingo, and a lot of people don't, unfortunately, get past that phase.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people get stuck at, oh, I'm here to make money.
Right.
And that's okay. And you should use crypto to make money. But if that's the only reason you're in it, then you haven't studied enough of what you're into.
Yeah.
And if you haven't studied enough of what you're into, ultimately you'll fail because you're not studied up on what you're doing. And so I urge people that they're getting into crypto not to just find out what Shiba Inu is, right?
I love the way Siri says that.
Don't worry about Shiba Inu, okay?
Shiba
Stop
Inu.
focusing on Shibu and do a little homework, watch a couple hours of videos, even if that's all you do. It will change your life, dude. If you watch a couple of those documentaries on Bitcoin, it's like 4 or 5 hours worth of them on YouTube. But it'll change your perception on money and the banking system. It'll open you up.
Yeah, I used to tell people when they would ask me about, what's up, Colleen? Hey, yeah, we just talked about that. TD Banks. Wild, right?
Get Elizabeth Warren on it right now. You guys are killing me in the comments, bro.
Will come. That's right.
Get her on the phone right now, please.
That's right.
She can't. She's with Gensler right now, if you know what I'm saying.
Preach. I used to tell people all the time, man, like, oh, you want to get into crypto? Go download, excuse me, Coinbase, and then we'll get you started. But now I go back and I say, oh, you want to get into crypto? Go learn about what it is and what it does, and then we'll get you a wallet, and then we'll get you set up, and then we'll move forward. But yeah, I think that's way more important than just, trying to get the money and setting up the wallet and all that shit. Like, go understand what it is first, and then get your wallet.
Yeah, I was like that in the beginning. Well, I did that with you. I just came over and grabbed your hand and made you take the phone because I was at that level. But now, if I were to go back, I would still do that probably with you just because you're my boy. But
Yeah.
like anyone else, like strangers or even friends that I've had for years that aren't into crypto, I don't do that no more. I don't care to. I'm not like you
Yeah,
do
I'm
what you're gonna
done
do.
with
I
it.
don't care if you don't want it. I don't care if you don't need it. I'm still doing it regardless. So to me, I'm not about going out there and begging you to come on board because I just simply don't care. I don't have that energy to do that anymore.
Well,
But if you ask me about it, then I'll tell you, like you said, I'll say, you know what, man, learn about it first. Learn what you're doing first.
And really, man, I mean, that's kind of like how we started the channel because, at that time and at that stage, we really, that's all we could talk about is crypto. And it's still really all I can talk about. But like, this is kind of that outlet that Siri and I could have and create and just kind of share with other people. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not as quick to try to talk people into buying crypto, man. Definitely not. Because now I can just point them to the channel, be like, yeah, go check our channel out and hang out with us on a live stream, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, GMB makes a good point. I'm going to put that up. GMB says once people realize they got to learn, they go deuces, and they're like, yeah, I got to learn shit. Nah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm good.
But here's the thing. I like that because that separates the diligent. There's a separation there between the diligent and the lazy, and the people who are lazy are going to get gains. You're going to make gains from Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Or Shiba Inu. But if you learn what you're doing and you go on DeFi and you get the coin before it goes, you get the Shiba Inu before it goes on to Robinhood. Now you're 3 steps ahead. Why? Well, why do you deserve those gains? Well, because you did the work. See, you did the research. You did the digging in the trenches. You went in the Telegram. You went on the Discord. Even though I hate Discord, I got kudos and nothing but respect for everybody out there that uses it. Don't get it twisted, you guys.
Right.
I hate Discord. It's the app and my OCD that hates it, but I have respect for you guys that are in there in the trenches every day chasing contracts and shit because you're doing the work. So I just wish there was a different app that I could use for it. I don't like Telegram either. Truth be told, I hate both them sons of bitches. I don't like either one of them.
It's definitely complicated. I mean, and everybody knows that we've been, working on this Discord. It's pretty much like all I've really been doing outside of, work and this and the kid. But we finally, I mean, dude, when did we first announce that? It was at least 6 months ago, man. But we finally are at the point where I've invited GMB. We got Diogo. He's in there, give him feedback. So it's hard, man. Like, it is more difficult than what I thought trying to set up a server and do all that. But we're still working hard on it, man. It's almost ready, dude. I just need to get some feedback and make sure there's no vulnerabilities. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I do like what we can do with the video chats in there, like how we can people in different countries, and like we've used it on multiple of our streams. So I talk shit about it. I know what it is. I know what it can do. It's just my OCD don't like it because all the shit. Like there's just so much shit.
There's a lot going on.
It's like, whoa, dude, what am I looking at here? Where's the menu? Why is nothing organized? It's organized, but it's like organized chaos.
Right.
Just so much. But anyway, we got off topic, man. We're going down preaching the rabbit hole tonight about crypto and shit.
Well, it's been a while. It's kind of one of those days, man. One of them days, crashed a little bit. I mean, I don't call it a crash, but had a nice little pullback. People kind of panic, whatever. You know what I mean?
I just had a stupid thought. Like, you're so into crypto, right? It's just like, You're with your loved one in the bedroom doing intimate things, and then she goes, "What's wrong?" And they just had a pullback. I'm such a crypto nerd, dude. I'm just seeing memes.
Yeah.
I'm seeing memes in my head.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's some good ones, man.
Just had a retracement, dear. Nothing going on.
There's some good ones out there, man. There are some good ones out there. We got some pretty big announcements coming up too, guys, real soon. So we just need to discuss and figure out when to kind of put that out. And but yeah, you're gonna want to stay tuned, man. We have the Discord, we got the website, it's coming out. We're all working on it. Discord website, working on it, and then we have some partnerships and some affiliates that we're going to be bringing in too. So a lot of exciting stuff, man. We're doing a lot of stuff in the background. So yeah, y'all sit tight.
Can I get a I told you so in here real quick? Hold up. I'm gonna call her out because she posted it. All right. This is not her main car, y'all. Hold up. This is not the main car we're talking about. Okay. This is an extra car she's talking about when she's talking about sell the car GMB. So I know you want to stick up for Colleen, but oh hell no, she ain't getting off. No, she ain't getting off this shit. But I'm not gonna go off too much on a tangent. But the thing is, at least she sees the hindsight now, and that's good. She's careful. You know, she's a conservative investor. She didn't want to get too crazy all in.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you know, Colleen is the one who drove me. Just one more story real quick, then we'll move on. But Colleen drove me because I didn't have a car at the time when I was going into crypto. She drove me to the thrift store. Yeah. And when I tell you the thrift store, I was going to the thrift store to buy books about banks and money and Wall Street. And this is right before I came to work with you, Wes, up at that Italian trattoria up there. I had no car. And Colleen, I called her up and I said, "Can you give me a ride to the thrift store?" And she came and picked me up, gave me a ride to the thrift store. I went in there with $3 and I walked out with 5 books, and I still have those 5 books. And I and I saved the freaking receipt, dude. I saved the receipt because it was part of my investment journey. I said, "This is it. I'm starting right now." That was the day I woke up. I was fired up. She said, "What do you want to go to the thrift store for? You hate going to those places." I said, "No."
Take me to the thrift store.
I said, "I'm going to change my life today." And I went and I bought books about banking, which stocks to invest, picking the right stocks, how to read charts. It was like 3 or 4. And then I bought a book about banking. And I went home and I read all 4 of them. And the banking one was, oh my God, dude, you want to talk about boring?
Painful? Oh, I know, dude. I don't know.
Dude, I didn't finish the banking one. Like, that's the only one I didn't finish. I'm like, fuck this. I was like, I don't care that much. I'm glad I learned where they come from, what it is, but I cannot go this deep. That's the only one I folded up. And then after that, it was Robinhood, set up Robinhood, started buying stocks, trading stocks, reading candles, watching Jeb every day, watching 5 hours a day, every day, all day. And I worked at this little putt-putt place at night, so I could, study. I took that job so I could take a break from restaurants.
I remember that job.
Study. You remember? I took that job on purpose, and I was like, damn, this was good. This was a good thing because I woke up and I was like, I had plenty of time to drink my coffee, and I was like literally going to college. Yeah. But for free on YouTube. And I got a little passionate when I saw what ETH could do and what Bitcoin could do. And long story short, when Bitcoin was around 7,000, I told Colleen, sell that fucking car. That car's sitting in that driveway. It's doing nothing. Get it the hell out of here. Take the money, take the $4,000, go buy a Bitcoin for freaking $6-7 grand. I yelled at her, scolded her. I said, you should do it. You should do it. Hindsight is 2020. That was a while ago. But yeah, that car could have gotten a net profit of, right now would be worth $60,000. But let's not go backwards. Let's look forwards. What are we doing now? What are we looking at now? That's the joke about the car, you guys. So
that is it, man. Yeah, it is boring, man, trying to learn about stuff like that. But I think if most people knew the history behind banks and like how money came about, they would have a different opinion on these banks, especially the big major ones. You want to jump into some charts, man?
Yeah, I think we should look at some charts for sure. While you're doing that, I'm going to pull up Dex screen or just on my screen, but I'm going to have you share yours. I just want to kind of look at some stuff too.
Let's yeah, go ahead and roll with what you got, man.
I haven't been on here to check. You know, when Bitcoin does this bratty teenager shit and goes in her room and slams the door, which is what she's doing right now. She's that bratty teenager just went, you don't tell me what to do. And, you know, bam, that's the price action you're getting right now from Bitcoin. Stock market's doing what it wants. Bitcoin's doing what it wants. Memecoin is up to $4. That's an improvement, actually.
MAGA?
You know, of course, I bought it at $7, but okay, let's go. That's fine.
Let's go.
We'll see it at $4. At least it's not down around $2 like it was. I'll just do a quick recap, and then we'll bring up Lux Algo. Memecoin at $4.16. It is up, second highest up in 24 hours out of my list on Ethereum. The little coin that could, my little money maker, as I like to call it, is shaking. My little money maker shaking right around 3 cents. Didn't really get a dip to buy yet, Wes. So if you're still looking, excuse me, if you're still looking for an entry on NPC, looks like you're getting some chop action right here, dude. You're grinding sideways. So does that invalidate the bottom of this channel? I don't know, but I would almost throw another trend line up on this chart because I'm starting to see a trend right here forming.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
I'm starting to see a much more concise trend is forming right there. So what I'll do, I'll leave this up because it's kind of like my style of charting is kind of like the hurricane. I go with the broadest thing first, and then I leave that up as a possibility of where the price could go. But then I try to narrow it down like you're trying to trace the path of a hurricane. That's what this game is. You're fucking trying to track a hurricane.
Yeah, probabilities.
That's crypto. So anyway, the probability of this hurricane, you know, staying at that level, and I would say the next resistance would be down here. So as long as you hold above 2 cents, I would say, Wes, if I were you, if you were wanting to get in NPC, I would say right about here would be my next zone to look at getting an entry. Just because you got all this trading here, you could wait till it comes down here, but you see how quick this thing, you know, every time you come down here, boom, you rocketed to the top here. You came down once here, you went up here, you came down here only for a second. If you're lucky enough to get NPC at 1 penny to 1.25, you could, but this is the level I'd be watching closer because of all this trading in here, all that trading action in there. I would watch anywhere from here down. So but yeah, dude, it's holding. NPC is holding fairly well, moving pretty good.
Yeah, that's those Gen Z coins, man. They put Cook in that same category. It's what's the other one? Locked in,
Cook, dude. Look at Cook, up 26%, dude. Cook is ripping today.
Go, baby.
Let's check out Cook.
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, Chef. Heard, Chef. Heard,
Chef. I'm an idiot sandwich chef.
Have you watched, bro? Have you watched The Bear yet, Wes? You have got to fucking watch The Bear, dude.
It's hard for me to watch.
No, you gotta watch it. No, you have to watch it, bro.
Bro, it makes me.
It hits close to home, right?
Bro, it hits so close. It makes me want to get up and go back in the kitchen.
I love that. I love that shit, though. I love that shit, bro.
I know.
That is the shit.
I live for that shit.
I watched that whole shit when I was in Florida, man. I watched the whole thing, and I was just like watching, and I was like, man, Wes has got to see this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was good. So look at Cook, dude.
My little Cook. My little Cook.
It is. Look at this, Wes. Look at this. This is pretty crazy because you had this massive curve up, right? You had a massive curve up, and then you had this sideways action. Now you're starting to see that same pattern all over again right here. So what I'm going to say, what I think is going to happen, I think you're going to come down, but you're going to come down right about here. Let me draw it just so next time we come back, we'll see. See how you had this massive run, then you had this other run. I'm thinking you're going to get this pullback right here, and I think you're going to come this way, but you're going to be higher than you were, like this. This is what I think is going to happen. I think your new lows are going to be right around here at the 0.003.
Yeah.
Which is still an uptrend if you look, because this is up, up, up. You're climbing even with that prediction. Lows. But shout out to Cook, dude. And I'm still holding. Shout out to Cook rolling, dude. Nice little 26% pump on the day on Solana.
Stay in the kitchen. What? Man, that got me hyped.
Melee? Melee's pumping 61%. Moo Dang. Did you buy this turd of a coin? Because I did.
No.
I did. I bought it at 17 cents. You're not missing nothing. I'm down like shit.
Okay. All right, cool. Oh, that might
you're
be
not missing nothing yet. This is actually, this is a good entry, you guys. If you guys feel like you missed Moodang, I'm still bullish because Kook is absolutely obsessed with this thing. And
I'm going to put that on my radar.
He knows he's got his pulse on the international. I would buy this.
Yeah,
I would buy this entry. And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons. 3 reasons why. There's one falling wedge right here. There's 2 falling wedges right here. And the hippo is cute. There's your 3 reasons.
Yeah.
If you guys are new, this is deckscreener.com. And what you do is you got to make sure you find the right contract. But up at the top here, it says copy contract. You copy that to your clipboard and you paste it in your Phantom wallet.
Hold up. What is the market cap?
It's literally that easy. You can pretty much buy. Solana's made it so easy. You could just buy it from your wallet, which is awesome. You don't even have to use a DEX anymore. Phantom's going to do very well. Solana's going to do very well for that.
Yeah, we need a Phantom token. Come on, Solana. I don't know why I said Solana. Come on, Phantom. Let's get a token up in here, bro.
And were they supposed to put one? They were supposed to.
They have quests.
All right, one more rundown. Okay, Arbitrum is lagging, guys. Arbitrum tokens are lagging. GMX down at $20. That's a fire sale. DMT is at 40. Anything pretty much on Arbitrum right now. Boop is down 16%. If it weren't for the OGs I have respect for in Arbitrum, I would talk some smack, but I'm not going to because I have respect for them. We'll just leave it at that. Zelaboba's getting hammered, down 8%.
Wait, hold on. What happened? What did you say? I missed that completely.
Yeah, I kind of skipped over it. I gotta say it, man.
What?
I don't think the dog is cute. I think the dog is ugly as hell. And I'm a dog guy. For Boop.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it's stupid.
Okay.
I'm so there. I got it off my I feel better.
Hey, man.
I feel better. I feel better. The Boop action where you go boop, boop, that's cute. I'm a dog lover. I love dogs.
Yeah.
Right? I'm coming around to cats a little bit. But I'm a dog guy. But that shit is not cute. That is a goofy ass looking dog. And the nose, I don't know. I'm trying to like it.
Okay, so it's not like a personal.
He's got his ears back. The ears back with the eyes is what messes with my head, and it feels like a scam coin. I know it's not though, because there's a lot of good people involved in it. Supposedly,
so it's nothing fundamentally like the team or.
It's gonna freaking rip too. It's probably gonna make everybody rich.
Oh, of course.
So that'll be the one to run. Especially now that I talk shit about it, it'll definitely 20x.
Right.
But no, I don't want to dog it. I'm not going to dog it. GMX Wes at $20. This is Christmas early. Okay. If you guys are bullish to you like that, because this coin, when it starts to move again, it's just tightening up. finding its bottom right about here. We're getting laggy.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit, but
I'm gonna pull off of let me pull off of Deck Screener because TradingView's acting crazy. I don't want it to do that. Let me close that out. Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. That's a little better. Plus, you got Boomer 30 right at 8:30 is when all the boomers get on AOL around here. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah. It's not. It's weird without the ears, GMB. I don't like the ears. Put the damn ears on the dog. You know. Put the ears on it. It's not hideous. It's just not as cute as that. I don't know. I don't know what aggravates me about it. There's something I can't put my thumb on it. But Wes, let's stop talking about Boop and let's go to some charts, man. If you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm not supposed to have coffee with a sore throat, right? But damn, I miss coffee. I ain't had coffee in like 3 days, dude. I'm about to make one. Should I make one?
Yeah, I love coffee.
Dude, I'm about to make one. I haven't had one in like 3 days. I just won't put that much creamer. While you're pulling that up, I'm going to throw a coffee on.
All right.
Be right back.
Got y'all by yourself now. Got y'all motherfucker solo, baby. All right. I get nervous when Sierra leaves, man. Like, it's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. Let's have a look, see what's going on here. We just got our daily close, and I'm interested to see where it closes at, or where it closed at. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. All right. So Bitcoin, let's start off with the daily time frame. Obviously, guys, we've looked at the weekly. Nothing's changed on the weekly. It's still there. Still the same old shit. I mean, just for a quick glance, this is kind of what we're looking at on the weekly. I mean, each one of these candles takes 7 days to play out, right? And this candle, this bearish candle, this nice little pullback that we're having right now is it is a bearish candle. But I do think we're about to find some support here. But we got 3 days until this closes out. And just to kind of recap what I'm looking for on the weekly on this higher time frame is we have our higher levels, lower levels, premium discount levels on the screen, as you can see here. And I expect this area to hold up on the weekly. We're just having a nice little pullback. If we pull up our Fibonacci retracement here, let's kind of get an idea of where would you go. Okay, so yeah, when you pull up the Fibonacci retracement, 9 times out of 10, you're either going to pull back to the 0.5 and take this as like an area. It's never going to be spot on, right? You have to adjust it, kind of see what actually plays out and kind of relates or matches to the chart. But yeah, just wick to wick, you can see that this red candle is sitting above the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. That's going to be at 59.8, 59.7. It's 59.7 on here, but again, you're kind of looking more for that area. So we'll say 59.8 to 60,000. I'm expecting that to hold up, and as a matter of fact, I'm expecting to get them a bullish move here really soon, man, on the weekly, on the higher time frames, and on the lower time frames. But weekly still looking good, guys. Nothing's changed here. Let's just see in 3 days where this ends at. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, man, we've already we wicked down below the 0.5, which is good. It's fine. It's okay. That's healthy. And then let's just see if we close above the 0.5. So this is still looking good in my opinion. And I think with us making a new high here, I think that was super bullish, right? This was our lower high. And then now you can see we're we took out that swing high, and now this is going to be our next previous swing high here at 65. So that is why that level is important. So we'll see. And then Lux Algo still has the weekly chart in an uptrend. Bullish continuation is what it's calling for. So the weekly chart is good. We just want to make sure we stay above the 0.5 here at about 60,000, right? 59.8, 60,000. We switched to the daily chart here. So I posted on X the other day. Siri, are you back?
I'm listening. I'm watching.
Yeah,
I am back. I just got to grab. It's about done.
okay.
But can you keep going? But I'm going to come back to a question I have for you on that. But keep going, keep rolling. I don't want our viewers to wait. I just got to put creamer in the coffee. Hold up.
Okay, you're good. I got to get back to it. How the hell? Oh. All right. So yeah, anyways, this is the daily time frame. To me, the daily is the most important one, especially if you're a swing trader, a mid-term swing trader, like you know, the daily trade on the daily or the 4 hour. The daily is very important because we're looking at our critical levels on the daily above and below us. And as you can see, guys, let me actually clean this up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's take this off.
Okay, sorry about that. Let me blow up the screen.
So yeah, you're good, brother. I was trying to clean this up a little bit. So I think I posted. All right, this is the daily chart, right? And I posted the other day, like 2 days ago. We had this, bearish fair value gap to the right above us, and when I posted it, we were sitting around 61, 62,000, and then we had this bullish fair value gap that was directly below us. We just took that bearish fair value gap out. So that's good. That's a good thing. And now we're kind of making this little double bottom. And as you can see, we marked these levels last week as well, right? This was the downtrending resistance that was acting as resistance that has now flipped into support. And it's official now, man. We've had 3 touches. We had this one that came up and closed above it. We had this one here, a few of them right here, but I consider that kind of like one touch here. But yeah, and then we came back, touched it here, and now we've touched it here, and we've immediately bounced back up. Something that I do want to note though, man, is I've been saying if we close below on the daily, if we close below 60,500, then this Elliott wave is over. I'm like, this is gonna be one of those rare occasions where I don't think this was a fake out, and literally like 30 minutes ago is when this closed. And I mean, look, guys, we came and retested this. Actually, if you pull,
you're 60,300 right now.
So if you pull,
but yeah, we closed 21 minutes ago.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I was expecting here. And you guys that have been watching, you know that this has been up for a little while since we posted it last week. And we were kind of expecting, that pull back down. And then we're going to take out that fair value gap. And then I was hoping we could stay above the top of that channel right here. But I was expecting that pullback to the bottom of the channel. And I was expecting a wick. I didn't really expect it to come down here. Even though we were aware of that level, I was more expecting it to wick down and then come back up and close above 60. But I mean, look at this, dude. That's a bullish candle, man. And like, I think it was a healthy move because at this point, not only is it bullish that this held up, but it's a bullish double bottom, man. We had that double bottom.
It's bullish, right? It's bullish. It is because it's got a much longer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not like bullish. It's just bullish candle because like the wick is longer. But yeah, and I hear you.
And the price action too. So if this wasn't like a double bottom kind of thing happening, I probably wouldn't put that much weight on this. The rule of thumb is as long as it's above the 0.318, which you'd have to zoom all the way in. That's kind of like the line in the sand that most people put. Because you have to kind of make your own rules when it comes to this stuff, man. There's not, you just kind of have to do what works for you. And nope, I did it wrong.
You are holding in the upper side of that channel, though, Wes. That channel that you have, you're in the upper side of that, and your wick went perfectly off of that previous line. I mean, you're getting pretty much what you expected, but the market makers aren't in the business of giving you what you expect. They're in the business of faking you out. You know?
Yeah. So and that's another thing with this right here. This is like borderline, not even like you want it to be above the 3. How come I don't have the 318, or is it the 382? No, it's the 318.
382
Must have
at
taken
the
it
bottom.
off.
Did you take it from the top to bottom instead of bottom to top?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have taken it off, or I'm measuring it wrong here. So yeah, it's right there on the 382. As you can see, this is the 382. It's right there on it. So like Siri said, it's not bullish, but it's kind of bullish. Like, you know what I mean? So, but that is a good thing. Nevertheless, dude, like it is it's not a scary candle in my opinion. It just showed that we pushed it back. The bulls came in, stepped in, and pushed it back above halfway, and that's a good thing, right? And I think that this holding up as support is also a good thing. So I'm pretty confident that this new daily candle that we just started, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna start pushing to the upside, or we could get another little flash down and then start pushing up. But I think this daily close by tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I do think that we're starting to head back up and look good again.
I'll tell you something, Wes, to kind of confirm what you're saying right now. Just so you guys know, Asia just woke up, okay, and they ain't playing around because they just put in $11 billion. So where we were at 2.2, we're at 2.211. So let's go, Asia. That's what we like to see. They're starting the morning off right, and what Wes is saying, that could have been our dip, and it would almost play out, man. Look at that. I mean, for tomorrow, daily close to be up in the green, up towards that. You're saying to go towards the top of your green line right there?
Yeah, I think that this is there was there's a fair value gap right here too, and it's kind of like the gaps. You know how we get the CME gaps? It's kind of the same thing, man. We just had a massive push down, and there wasn't anything that held up as support here. And as you can see, man, the body doesn't go into this candle here, the one previous and after. It's just wicks that go into it, so that creates this fair value gap that 9 times, or I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but more than likely we come back and fill it. It's kind of like the CME gaps, how that happens, but just on a perpetual chart. You know what I mean? Where it doesn't ever close or open really.
Long the shit out of it is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say okay. So we'll look at
72x leverage herd, sir.
Yeah, so I'm good. I think, and that's why we make these channels here, man. You know what I mean? This is that one time where I'm gonna say that's just way too close, dude. And if we come down and close below this, dude, I'm done with this, and I'll probably start looking for some other trades. But I'm still expecting that move up, and we want to wait again until I don't know, dude. If this came up and double bottomed here, triple bottomed there, that could be a good opportunity. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until we take this high out, that 65, come back retest, and that's when I'm going to go long up to 72. So that's what I'm looking for, man.
That's the safer
I might do
play.
I might if we come back and we get back above this and things are looking good, you know, we get like some nice bullish candles and everything else is looking really good, and we know we got the rate cuts coming, so that's going to be bullish, you know what I mean? So it kind of depends fundamentally and what's going on in the charts on whether or not I put a long in. But I am expecting this to start pushing up. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this
I
is
see that
becoming a very important level here.
How far back does that trend line extrapolate, Wes? That red line that I know it backwards extrapolates a long ways because how far back does it really go?
So this first one, this one that's held up as support goes back from right here, I guess you could say. That's when we touched it first. That goes back to July 27th. And then this one that we can't get up. It looks weird because it's on the daily, but on the weekly, you can see it a little bit better. And this one is all the way from March, I believe. Yeah, March 1st.
So that one from March. Yeah, look at that.
This is
Look
it
at
right
that. Yeah, that goes all the way to 64-ish, right? 65.
Yeah, and it's coming down too. So, the longer it takes, the more it's gonna, it'll be a little easier to come up. But there's high volume areas all through here, man. This since we've been kind of accumulating, and you can look right in the dead center of this,
Yeah.
and that's you don't even have to pull up the volume profile. You can just see this is our point of control on this entire move, right
Yeah.
through the center of that, and it's kind of right where we are, man. We've been fighting this level for a while, but yeah, I mean, I expect to come up and then eventually be done trading that zone, dude. Because
So let me
yeah,
take the
it's
bearish side, if you don't mind, right where you're at. Keep the
no,
chart
go
where
ahead.
you're at. let me let me take the bearish side because we're looking at the sideways side. The bearish quote unquote side is not even that bearish, y'all. Because my most bearish take on this whole chart is where it's kind of a triple bottom, where you had that one spike right there in the middle, right there,
Right here.
1, 2. So, and those aren't quite, you see how they're kind of off kilter too. It's because the market makers are losing control over the preciseness of those levels. Why are they losing control? Because when there's less traders on each side of the trade, right? It's not cost effective to try to hold a price in a range. It doesn't make sense for the market makers. At some point, the market makers go, you know what? Fuck this level. We're done. And they'll let it go up or down, right? Because there's trades to be made above or below. So this triple bottom, let's just call it, on the bearish side, let's just call it, we know we're going sideways. We know we've already kind of had that reversal. It even looks like a reversal, even though it's slightly lower. It just the flow of the whole candles just looks like this. It looks like a U shape. When you start to see that U shape, that's generally a reversal. That's just the way I see it. I just look at the charts. I see a reversal. Now, does that mean we can't get that triple bottom before the reversal's finished? Absolutely not. I think you could get one more drop down to that level. I think you could see a $53,000 Bitcoin again. Okay. Now, that being said, you say, well, Nick, shit, we're at $60,000. That's a $7,000 drop. Right? No, that's not that big of a deal. And why it's not that big of a deal is because the point of control Wes is talking about is at 60, right where we're at,
Pretty much right where we're at.
60,000,
Yeah.
right where we are. We're going sideways. You have room for one more drop. One more drop would make what? One more drop would make a triple bottom, which is a what? Triple bottom is a super bullish pattern. Triple bottom is like mega bullish. So if it happens, if we go down and everyone loses their shit because we dropped another couple $1,000s, right? That would be, in my opinion, that would be your chance. If you messed up, Colleen, you didn't sell the car, I mean, your chances are dwindling to get. You'll never see $10,000 Bitcoin ever again, right? Those days are gone. You'll never see under a $10,000 Bitcoin. Those days were in 2020. That shit ain't happening no more, right? So when you put it in perspective like that and you think about it, you see $53,000 Bitcoin, you pick that shit up, right? You do what you can, get what you can. So flip your mindset from, oh, it's going down $7,000. Flip your mindset right now. We're in bull mode. You're buying the dips. That's what you should be doing right now. And if you get this dip down to 53,000, in my opinion, you should jump all over that shit. Even if it goes to 48, my mega bullish or mega bearish. Even if you go that low, flip your mindset right now. I think it's bull mode engage time. Even though we're not there yet, the levels aren't there yet. I feel the reversal, bro. It's like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Yeah.
It feels like the shift is happening right now,
Yeah.
and it's, even though the short-term price action looks choppy and down, it's a lie. The charts are lying right now, bro. Like
Yeah.
shit's about to go nuts. It's not going to be long, bro. I'm telling you. You can almost feel it, bro. I can feel it. I can feel the bullishness coming in through the market. Can you guys feel it?
I can feel
it. It's coming.
I can feel it.
Wait a minute. Oh, I might have to go to the bathroom. Maybe that's what that was. Getting older,
Oh man. So yeah, I just think that what I would do if I was looking to trade this as a swing trader for the daily time frame.
On the daily.
I would look at this. I mean, this is the move is bullish. Like we're moving up. So the trend is going up. And again, man, this range, we've still held above this range. So I think until we close below, and I was saying 62.5 or 60,500. This is at 59.8, the bottom of that. And I think that as long as we hold that area up and stay above it, close above it, then I think we're good. But this retracement, this move right here will happen in threes, right? We got our impulses that happen in 5 and the retracements happen in threes. And this looks like a nice little correction wave. So what I would do if I was looking to trade this, I would wait till it came out of this area. I would confirm the trade, wait for it to come out of this area. I don't even know if you need a retest on that, but you definitely want to get above this here, 62. So it would come up here, and then I would look to break above that, and then a retest here before I put a long in up to 64, 65. If I was trying to retest that, because if you move down to the lower time frames, you'll see that move, right? So this is our new move. We're making we just made a new low. So what we're looking for is to get above this previous, this new lower high here, break above that, come back, retest it, that order block, and then look to long up to where I think wave 5 is going to end about 65,000. That's what I would do if you were looking to trade that. Don't force the trade, because I don't even know if I'll put a trade in on that. But yeah, if you are looking to trade, just use good risk management, right?
Well,
I think that's bullish though, holding up here though.
You've almost talked me out of closing my short though, because I have a temporary short open right now, and you've almost convinced me that the potential that we bounced. Look at the last time we bounced on that level, dude. It was so far back, right, on that trend line you got, and that's a valid trend line. So you bounced on it way back there, then you hit it once, maybe twice in the middle, and then you went up. We just had that bounce, bro. So maybe I don't know, dude. I'm kind of flipping in the camp of, with your trend line that you have, as we went down there, we wicked hard, and now we're up above it. Yeah, we're in that sideways channel still, but do we go right back down to that trend line right away? I don't think so, man. It almost looks like she wants to go back up again, sideways and up. So it's almost making me want to close out my short. And when I say short, you guys, I'm small trades. These are small swing trades. Do not ever, like, Wes, tell the people, if you're trading, you should only do 1 to 3% of your portfolio. So if you've got $300, your trade should not be more than $1 to $3 each. Okay. Because you don't want to blow your account up. That's the first rule they teach you in Wall Street trading stocks or in a trade. You use 1 to 3% of your total portfolio, never more than that per trade. So let's get that on the table. So that goes according to how much money you have, how much you want to lose, blah, blah, blah. That's all on you. You have to make that call for yourself. But if you've got $100 and you put $1 on the line, you lose the $1, you're not dead, right? You're still alive. You're still kicking. Your portfolio is still okay. This is what I'm talking about when I say trade. I have a trade on the line right now, okay? But the short is already down negative slightly, a couple of bucks. So should I close it, take the loss and go long, or should I let it play out? You're convincing me almost on this trend line, looking at that trend line, that we may not go right back down immediately. We may have a recovery. And with Asia stepping in, I say stepping in, it's 2.209. So we just lost 2 billion. But, for me, I'm going to watch total global. I might leave it open, but yeah, that chart right there, Wes, that view you have, the way it bounced off of that line perfectly, and it's in that channel, we might not go back down to that red line, dude. Like, you see what I mean? How infrequently we touch that line? It was days. It was almost a month since the last time we hit it. So this whole thing could the bottom be in? Could we might not even see death and destruction of 48K? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
tough to
mean,
see, dude. It's tough to see when you look at it. That trend line speaks volumes to me because it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
where
the thing
I'm
that's
looking to
messing with me.
short. That's where I'm looking to short. So, if you're looking to long, just what I said, you can come down, get back above this new lower high here. You want to break through that, retest it, and then long up to in the 70s. But if you're looking to short and this plays out and we lose this,
Yeah.
yeah, I would look for a retest on that trend line
So
here
this is a
and
no
drop
trade
down.
zone for you. This is an official no trade zone for Wes.
Yeah, I don't see a trade as of right now. I don't see a trade as of right now, but that doesn't mean it can't happen in the next day or two. I mean, we all know how this can move. You know what I mean?
I like that though, Wes. You're turning over a new leaf.
Yeah,
Wes
dude, it
Wes
is
does
so
not see a
hard,
trade
man.
for once. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you
Yeah,
what. This is a new leaf, and it's beautiful because Wes has gotten thousands times better at TA. My God, he's skyrocketed. He's teaching me shit. So he's surpassed what he was. Oh my God, infinitely in the last 4 years. So I learned from him now, and that was my goal. I wanted to teach him enough to get him
we all
going,
learn.
and then he could teach me some more shit. So he's showing you a crucial thing with trading. This is the most important thing. Do not overtrade, you guys. Wait for the trade to come to you. They say wait for the trade to come to you, and you're like, what the hell does that mean? What it means is Wes has got his levels. He's got his levels he wants. But until the candle wicks go to his level, he's not going to enter the trade. That's what it means when it says wait for the trade to come to you. He knows where his entries are to go long and to go short. If that candle keeps messing around, not in the levels he wants, he's not going to open the trade. He's going to wait. That's what it means when it says wait for the trade to come to you. And that I've made better decisions doing that with everything. TA, everything. You do so much better when you do that. And it's because your conviction, you're holding the line of what you believe. And it works. That works. That's a much better way to trade, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's hard, man, especially because I think
It's hard
most
to
people
do.
come in and they're like forcing a trade. And it's like that it never worked out for me, at least. You know what I mean? And I watched the videos like Sierra, what he was saying before, he's reading all the books. I've just been watching a lot of videos, and I think that that's the number one thing that everybody has said in all the videos I've watched is confirm it, look for a retest that level. Because even here, man, like you have this swing high here, you come up and you finally break above it. Before I would have said, all right, it's go time, let's go. But look what happens after. We just fall right back through it, and we didn't actually retest it. You know what I mean? We fell directly through it, but we never retested that area, and you see what happened after. I think that's where most people get caught up, and we hit that, downwards resistance there. So I'm trying to practice it a little bit more, but it's hard, man.
Crypto Zombie, and God knows, did we lose him in the storm or something? I hope he's okay. Shit, he ain't put a video. Yeah, Zombie ain't put. I'm about to put a tweet out and call him back. I'm going to show the bat signal or something like, "Where are you at, Zombie?"
Right.
But dude, he is big on that. That's one of his biggest rules is wait for the trade to come to you. Like, that's one of his biggest things is wait for it. Just wait for it.
Yeah. Because that would have been a beautiful one here, man. Broke through it, came back, retested it, and then boom. That would have been a beautiful trade. But yeah, man, I think that everything's still looking good. Everything's still looking good in my opinion. I mean, we're still in this range like we talked about last time. This looks healthy to me. You know what I mean? If you look at it on a weekly scale, I mean that's what we're doing right now. Right? We're just coming back retesting, and I do think we start moving back up here soon.
So what is ETH doing? Let's look at some ETH real quick because ETH has been pissing everybody off for the last month.
Yeah,
everyone's so mad at ETH, dude. Well, Vitalik got a new girlfriend, y'all. Come on, he's got to cash out.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. ETH was actually green today while Bitcoin wasn't. But I mean, look, all the altcoins, they're saying that
green.
A lot of the money's flowing into the altcoins.
Green.
This is ETH's green. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Can't even get back up
people
to this.
People are cussing at ETH right now, bro.
Yeah, we've created a range here on ETH, and it doesn't look great. I mean, we saw what Bitcoin looked like on the weekly. This is ETH on the weekly. Look at that. You know, it just looks like ass. I don't know what I was doing here. That must have been from the last show. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, ETH just looks like ass, dude. It looks like ass. But I still have conviction in ETH, man. I still like ETH, dude. I still like ETH for a long hold.
Let me tell you something. ETH is a $9,000 to $12,000 asset on this bull run. Easy,
I think. Yeah.
ETH goes from $9,000 to $12,000 overnight when Bitcoin breaks new all-time highs. Okay, maybe not overnight. Maybe a little bit past overnight, but ETH definitely goes to $9,000 to $12,000 this cycle, no problem, without a problem at all. And I don't even want to think about how expensive the transactions are going to be. Holy shit. Can you imagine when Bitcoin goes all-time highs, bro, how much it's going to cost to make a trade on ETH?
Yeah.
Thank God for Arbitrum.
This is what we were looking at earlier, Siri. So the overall on the daily, this is, you can't deny it. I mean, it's a fucking downtrend. Call it what it is. But this is that head and shoulders playing out exactly like we were talking about.
Oh boy. Come on now.
Yeah, but remember we were talking, we're already at the bottom of that trend.
Yeah.
So the head and shoulders is the reversal. Yeah, head and shoulders would be a reversal, but this is a bearish trend. So that head and shoulders isn't really, I don't know. I don't think it's anything important to watch. Now, if we were in an uptrend and then we got that, yeah, that's definitely something to watch. But yeah,
that,
I mean,
to me, that right there, that shape, it looks pretty good, dude. What it looks like to me is ETH just finding its ground. It's just finding its footing, and its footing is still well above $2,000. So coming into 2020, ETH was $300 for one Ethereum, and then when COVID hit, ETH dropped down to $75, and when it dropped down to 75, that's when your boy got in. I got in. I didn't have much money to put in, but I went all in, and and I did good, but you know I didn't have that much money. I was working shit jobs, not making no money, right? But every dime I had, I was literally rolling change to buy ETH in 2020, and so to see ETH in 4 years go from $75 up to $2,000, and people bitch about a couple $100 drop, it's like put your priorities in perspective, right? It's impatient, like Colleen says, pissing her off for 6 months. It is. it is. If you take the short-term view, it's like, God, this thing is boring as shit. Please do something, right? But you don't think that Larry Fink and them are on the other side of the monitor going, hey, watch this. Let's draw this shit out for 8 months straight. Because that's the only way. Think about it. You're retail. Your best bet is to buy something early and hold it for a long term. That's your best success, right? But if you're a whale and you've already got a ton of money, your game is different because you can't just come in and buy a truckload of it. Because if you come in to buy a truckload, what happens to the price?
Yeah.
When you buy a truckload, you're going to push the price up on yourself. So the whale has to, it's a chess game. It's you versus the whale, right? It's the remora versus the whale. The whale has to scare you. That's the only way the whale gets your ETH. They have to scare you or bore you to death. What are they doing right now? They're not trying to scare you anymore. They were scaring you last year with SBF. They were scaring you with all this other shit. Now they're boring you to death because they want you to transfer that ETH to them. They want you to sell it to them, and they can buy it in small amounts to keep the price calm. This is how the whale wins. Well, if you're a remora and you're on the other side of the monitor, how do you win? You win by not selling your ETH to the whale and trying to do what he's doing, try to accumulate more. So it's a fascinating game. I've had this thought for a long time with, the whale versus the remora. Me and Wes both, that's why this name fits so perfect with what we do. The remora is the small fish, the small guppy fish that swims along with the whales and figures out what he's doing so he doesn't have to overwork. And that's what it is. They're trying to bore you out. So if you're bored, don't think that that's some sort of coincidence, or if you think that the price action is just not doing anything, it's by design, you guys. This is one of their tactics.
Yeah, that's an ugly ass inverted head and shoulders right there. But I mean, I don't know. Technically, it could be.
You're at the bottom of a pattern. You're grinding sideways, and you found new support at 2,300. That's what it is to me. ETH just found its support for the new run. This is the bottom of the new run.
So your boy, what's his name, dude? Gensler. He calls like the outrageous numbers. No, the trade. Oh, Soloway, Gareth.
Oh,
he said he was looking for sub 2K.
About man bun? Sub 2K?
I'm like, bro, I'm looking for that too, man. Where are you getting that?
I am too. You got some of that shit?
You got some? Let me hold it. But yeah, I think that what this is ETH. They're just scooping up the ETH. But I think that ETH really takes off when the staking is enabled, because what good is Ethereum to these institutional investors if they can't stake it and control it? You know what I mean? I think that that's the bigger play on ETH. And until that gets approved, when that gets approved, man, I think ETH freaking dominates, dude. I really believe that. That's the only conclusion I can come to of why ETH is underperforming everything else. And I think that it has something to do with that.
If you got 32 ETH, you could stake ETH on your own. You don't need approval, right?
Right.
And who are the only ones that can afford 32 ETH?
There you go.
They're the only ones that can afford it. So it goes back to the Uniswap thing, man. It's like, you can't tell me these guys aren't freaking moonlight. Like, dude, if you were a stock trader, right? What the hell would you do when you went home? If you knew that crypto was out there creating, all your bosses are into crypto and they're all into Bitcoin, they're all into ETF and Ethereum and all this shit, and you're a stock guy, what the hell are you doing when you get home in your free time? If you're not playing games and doing your hobbies, what are you doing in your free time to make more money? Yeah. What is the first thing you're going to look at, right? Even the most anti-crypto guy in the world that's in money, you're lying if you say you ain't looked into crypto. Like, you're full of shit.
Right.
You had
bullshit.
You had to have. And what it's going to be is it's going to be, most of those guys make really good money too. I mean, they make the kind of money me and you have never made, right? They make big money, right?
Yeah.
So they've got a little more money to throw in. Like, I joined some of these chats or on YouTube and shit, and I'm like watching these investors, and he's like, "Oh, I'm down $55,000 right now. I put $100,000 into," and I'm just like, dude, where the fuck you get $100,000 to throw at something, bro? Like my mind can't even fathom some of these investors, right? Some of these guys just come in and they just have stacks of money, and they just throw it at like one or two projects, and I'm like, God, man, I wish I had a little piece of a crumb of that back in 2020, bro. We'd be done. We'd be retired right now. We'd be full-time channel because, but different game, different starting pieces on the board. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do,
right?
What the big money guys do, and I think they're gonna surprise us, dude. I think a lot of the TradFi guys are going to become slowly crypto believers, and I think you're going to start to see that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just think that they're attracted to it, one, because it's passive income. They can stake it on the network for like 5% passive income. That's huge if you're talking about millions and billions or whatever. That they can control most of it if they have the majority stake, and it's going to increase in value. You know what I mean? That's their riskier asset. Bitcoin is their gold. And I think they're kind of just looking at it like that. But they got to open up staking first. And I think China's about to do it. I think they got approved to do it.
Fucking
China, man.
Well, they're buying, dude.
Thing. Yeah, they
2.209, 2.208. Okay, so we had a good little surge of about $10 billion come into the market. $2 billion just left. So as much as your early birds in Asia just bought, some of them are off already pulling some money off the table. I say that, I joke around. I don't know exactly what's going on, guys, but I'm just reading from Total Global.
Yeah. Yeah,
Solana. I think that matters, dude. I think watching Total Global right now like a hawk is going to show to be the move, because that's going to show us the direction of sentiment. If we drop below 2.2, I think that triple bottom happens. If not, probably another couple days of sideways, Wes, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, could be, man. Could be for sure. So what is your Solana, man? What is that other blue chip token that you think is going to be the Solana of previous cycles for this cycle?
Well, before we do that, let me bring this up real quick, because just real quick check in on the sideways front. When everything's going sideways, you guys, I just want to show you this. So I've already cleared this out last week. Excuse me. But okay, I literally have $15 in here just chilling, which was money for my trading.
Yeah.
But look what it's earned. So on $15, it's already earned $2.73 just chilling in a pool.
Hold on. Where's this at?
Ish. This is Camelot.
Camelot, but what's the what?
Actually, 18 cents. This is ETH USDC. It's earning 132% on that one.
Okay, now
I may have cleared that one. It's not even in a nitro. I may have cleared it. Yeah. But what I want to show you is, and now this, oh, look, Camelot changed some shit over here. This is cool. They changed their menu. Look at this. Okay, so these are all the chains on Camelot now. Gravity, I've never even heard of this shit. Gravity,
yeah, I think
Molten,
they're all Orbit.
Rary. But I'm going to go back over to Stanko real quick and pull up the Stanko one, because I was trading, and we're going to switch over to Stanko real quick for Camelot, which, by the way, Camelot is pretty much the only place I know where you can actually do this for Stanko coins.
Yeah.
I use Camelot as a swapper, dude. I love using Camelot. I'll swap my GMX on here and then go stake it on GMX. I don't even use GMX to buy my GMX. I use Camelot. So it's trying to load here for a second.
Yes,
Give it a second.
Always lags for me. I don't know why, dude. Camelot's always lagged on me.
Well, Camelot takes a second. It's a little slower graphic moving, because it's not something you're supposed to be, it's not a hyper trading platform. This is more of a lock your money away kind of thing. So I get it. I get why they have that. And they've got a lot of positions. And if you've got a tiny position like I do, I don't have major positions here. You're probably not necessarily, what do they call it? Priority. Whereas if you're a whale or something, it might show up a little faster. I don't want to say that. I don't know. I like Camelot. I don't want to dog it like that. I'm just saying, I think it just takes time for it to load is what it is. And you're not supposed to get your money ASAP right away, because it's not that kind of thing. All right. So it's just taking a second to load. But basically, you can swap anything on Camelot. And especially it's going to do slow because we're streaming, right? We're streaming. That's not going to help my computer. It's my computer lagging on that. So there's some cool ass tokens on here though. Gold, Stanko. So I'll just do a swap on here just to show you. We got a couple bucks USDC. While DMT is down, I'm going to swap out some USDC for DMT right now. It's going to ask to approve. Click approve. And hopefully by the time I do a swap or two, if it takes too long, Wes, I'll close it out. But
you're good, man.
This is something you guys can do if you're not trading, if you're in a no trade zone, you got your 15, 20 bucks, 30 bucks that you would normally trade with, and you're like, I don't want to open a trade, but I want to do something, put it in a pool or mess around on Sanko chain, grab some stuff that's on sale. DMT's on sale right now, 40 bucks for DMT. So I'm gonna hit swap. Literally making a trade right now with $3.23 just to show you guys what it Arbitrum. Estimated fee, not just to show you market price. Yeah, it's laggy because of the software, the streaming software. It's not. This isn't Arbitrum's fault. This is the live streaming and internet's fault. But anyway, it's going to be less than a penny, you guys, to make a swap. I'm just going to swap it out there. Yeah, I could tell that's connection is fairly good. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router directly.
That's probably a combination of stuff.
So there we go. It is. Now, if you tried to do that on Ethereum would just literally open up a window with the middle finger and just put that on your screen. Like
reach out and
Ethereum just wouldn't even make that transaction. Yeah, Ethereum would be like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not doing that." I'll try to load this page one more time. Give it a second. If it don't load, I'll close it out. But yeah, it's because of the streaming. Because I guarantee if I shut everything else down, it would work. It's just one of those things. But there is insane amounts of. I guess it'll load the pool thing up. Yeah. So maybe I'll just show you this. It will. It will show this. Okay, so this is some of the APR here. Smoke DMTs at 157. Actually, these have dropped significantly. 20%, 63%. Gold DMT. 15%. 157 is the highest running one. With Raz, I don't know what Raz is. But yeah, those have dropped significantly. So I guess Sanko's getting some more steam. The market makers are kind of chilled out on the rewards there. They're like, all right, slow it down a little bit.
Like, hold up.
People are getting some money now. We got to get some of that. So yeah, I'm going to close that out. Just wanted to show you guys that there is other stuff. Wes.
Yeah.
Do a couple more transactions. I'm gonna close Camelot out. So yeah, but I think bottom line is just kind of chill out for right now. Just hold what you got. Don't rush anything. Don't jump the gun. Let's see what Total Global does. Let's see what Bitcoin decides to do tomorrow, and take it a couple days sideways. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for the Discord, man, because in between these, I'm excited to build that community in the Discord, but also like the people that we know and the people that I know we're gonna end up getting in there. It's gonna be incredible. Like a bunch of traders, bunch of DeFi users. You know what I mean? Siri is a DeFi nut. Like he is all over the DeFi stuff. I do a little bit more of the trading or whatever. But like, it's good when you get all these people, and then you're gonna have gamers and NFT people, like, and it's just gonna be a good place to go, where you can just get all kinds of general alpha from everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that, dude.
And we got another announcement to make. I'm gonna let Wes officially make it. If you guys hung out this long to the end of the video here, we do have an official announcement.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this one, man. So. Yeah, guys, we had just partnered up with Treasured. We just became a create partner with them.
Let's go.
It happened like a week or two ago. We just wanted to work out the details and start figuring out how we're gonna, approach this and kind of find our edge with it too. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I'm not a gamer. You know what I mean? So we're going to be looking to do like founder interviews. We're going to be talking to the team, looking at some game updates. We got some play tests that we're going to be involved in. And we're going to get all that stuff to you very early. So if you're a gamer, man, you enjoy, Web3 gaming, like this is going to be, we're hoping that we could, help expose the Web3 gaming a little bit more. So I'm excited about that. Sierra's excited about it. We're both excited about it. And there's some other things that we're trying to do in the background too, with some other partnerships. So we're growing, man. We're working hard. We're growing. But this is just a really cool announcement that we've been waiting to share with you guys. So yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
And we're going to get the good thing about this, and me and Wes and I talked, because we don't sugarcoat things, you guys. We keep this channel 100% real, all the time. And one of the concerns that I brought up in the beginning initially was just about Arbitrum versus Treasure DAO moving off chain to ZK Sync. But when you look at what Treasure is and the ecosystem around Treasure and the gaming element of crypto, and then you look at how strong that ecosystem is, there's no reason that Treasure DAO as an entity can't move around and sustain, right?
Yeah.
So the bullish side for this, and I want to get everyone all the stuff off the table now. I'm not leaving Arbitrum. Wes ain't leaving Arbitrum. We're still Arbitrum bulls. Just because Treasure DAO is moving chains to ZK Sync does not mean that we are endorsing ZK Sync as like our favorite chain or anything like that. So just want to put that out there. I am definitely an Arbitrum bull. Wes is an Arbitrum bull. Go back to episode 1. We're all about Arbitrum.
Really, yeah,
all about Arbitrum. We use it every day. So it's got nothing to do with that. But these guys that are on Treasure that we have a lot of respect for, Natimus, Lambo, all these guys, Lost Donkeys, Spire DAO, all these freaking ones, Small Age, Neander Smalls. I mean, we love these guys. We've had them on our shows multiple times. So the way I see it, this is just another reason for us to continue our partnership with these guys, with the guys that actually are building the games. And so I'm going to kind of approach it from that side. I'm going to be more focused on Treasure itself and the games, the builders themselves, because I really have a lot of respect for them and they're cool as hell. And we've had them on numerous times in the beginning, right? So for us, this is nothing new. We've been doing this. So it's not like we're switching sides or we're not going to ARB or anything. We're not doing anything like that. We're actually very excited about this, and it's cool because we're growing as a channel, and we're starting to make things happen. I'm trying to get that side view. There we go. So yeah, this is a big deal for us. It's one of those accomplishment milestones for the channel, and we got more to come. Yes, but I think that it's a step in the right direction, and it definitely is a positive thing for us. So you guys definitely stick around. We got more stuff to go. We got more goals too that we got to hit.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man, and I'm excited about it. And yeah, so Treasure, it's going to build its own chain. So it was initially going to do it on the Orbit chain, like when Sierra was on Camelot. You saw all those chains that were on there, Senko, Zai. You saw all those different ones. Those are all built on Orbit chain, which is Arbitrum, right? Orbit is just kind of like the dev kit or whatever that they use to build these chains on, and then it settles on Arbitrum settles on the layer 1 EVM. And all Treasure's doing is they're going to create their own chain, but they're just going to be using the ZK Sync technology for the gaming and what they're trying to build in this entire ecosystem, because they have a lot of games coming on. They got to be able to kind of use it for what they need it for, what they need their hub to do. And so Treasure Chain, that's what we're supporting. We're supporting Treasure Chain. We're supporting the games, and very excited for it, for sure.
All right, so we got that. We got the no trade zone going on, Wes. Is there anything else that we need to leave the people with before we call it a night?
So yeah, we got to talk about one other thing, but we'll discuss that. I think I texted it to you today. Did I text you that about the exchange?
Oh, as far as anyone out there saying not a gamer, I actually am. I'm going to put this in the comments. If any of y'all are out there and you do have a PS4, yes, I'm old school, right? That's my tagger name on PS4, 8-bit NES, which stands for 8-bit Nintendo
Oh, you
Entertainment
got
System.
you got a PS4, dude?
I got a PS4,
I
dude.
didn't know that, bro.
I got the headset, bro. I got the headset. It's been in the closet for a while because I've been doing all this other shit. I haven't had time, right?
Yeah.
But since I've been sick the last couple of days, I busted it out, and I still haven't played Fortnite, dude. I played Rocket League, Red Dead Redemption. I played freaking what else? What's my favorite shit? I like fighting games, so I like playing Soul Calibur. I like playing Mortal Kombat. I like playing Injustice. Spider-Man, dude. That fucking game is hard, bro. I give up on Spider-Man. I deleted it. I got mad, deleted it today. Pissed me off. I cannot get past that electricity dude that just shocks you around the sky. But yeah, if anyone's a gamer out there, and do you have PS4? You got the headset?
Yeah, I have the Xbox. So I got the Xbox One, I think it is.
That's a newer one, dude.
Yeah, the Xbox One. I bought it for
Xbox One is newer than my shit.
Bro, I bought it for Liam. He's picked it up maybe twice. And since
bought it for birthday. Liam. I like
almost
that.
a year.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. But real quick, I do want to share this real fast because this was dope. And this was the thing today, Siri, the call that we had today. What am I doing? Oh. This is Synergy Land. And this is one of the newer games that's coming out on Treasure. Where's it at? Oh, right here. So Unchained is one that's coming out, and this is a new one that's coming out, Unchained. And then the one that's in the background now playing is Synergy Land, and this is the one that had the showcase today. So that's cool.
Land
and then they have like a few more coming up too, but they're going to be giving us, so the perks of doing this for our community, like they're going to be giving us tickets, and so we're going to be able to pick people out of our community that can do the play test with us and get to experience these things kind of exclusively, man. So that's going to be exciting, and things that you guys can look for if you're into gaming. So that is
so
this, cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show that.
This is what I need to do, Wes, because I tell you what's going to motivate me. I need a freaking controller. Didn't they say that you can use a PlayStation controller? Like you can use a PS controller.
There are some games.
Yeah, I need to do that because I don't like using a freaking mouse. I don't like using a keyboard. I need to find a way to get an actual. That shit sucks, man. It takes away the whole fun of a gaming thing, right? And I feel like I'll do so much better at any of these games if I have a real controller. So we need to figure that out, and we need to ask them in the Discord what can we get, what piece of gear we should get to accommodate that, or what software we need, or whatever.
I know we
definitely need that. Dude.
I know they make.
We need that.
Yeah, I know they.
That'll motivate the shit out of me to play. Like I'll play Web3 games, but I ain't gonna do it on a freaking keyboard. I ain't playing no PlayStation game on a keyboard either.
Yeah, I think our edge is too, man, because most of the creators that are in there, they are gamers, and I'm not like a gamer, especially with the games here. Like I like to play them, and I will play them. Like Knights of the Ether is probably my favorite because it is the it's the deck builder. You're just using your mouse clicking and choosing which cards to play with. But I think that it's, for me personally, I think that the Web 2 mentality coming into Web 3 kind of gives that other insight that the other gamers, the experienced gamers can't really give. So I don't know, man. I think that it's going to be cool. We'll have our little edge, and can't wait to talk to some of these teams.
Yeah, that is a good point you bring up. Now, as far as old school, I consider myself an old school gamer. I mean, gamer. I had everything since I was a kid, dude. Like I started on Atari. You know what I mean? I started on the old school Atari and then went from
Yeah.
Atari up to the next Atari, then went to Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I never missed a beat, right? All the way up till PlayStation. We couldn't afford a PlayStation, so we had to wait a couple years on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
But then once we did get the PlayStation, it was like, holy shit, like Tony Hawk, dude. Like
I
you
remember
could not take Tony Hawk out of my hand, bro. Like that was my shit. That was my shit.
Tony Hawk was my shit.
That
dude.
was
I
the game
about
changer
that.
of all games, bro. When Tony Hawk came out on PlayStation, if you weren't playing Tony Hawk, I don't know what you were doing
what
with
the
your
hell were you
life.
doing? Right.
Bro, if you missed that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites too, man.
Classic. And then you played the Area 51 level and you landed on the metal things. It was so real. It was like, it sounded real and shit. You were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Right?
I think one of the, man, all that, dude. I was so late to all that shit, man. Like, we got the PS1 when everybody else was getting like the PS3. Like, we were so late to all that shit, man. We were so late. Yeah, but I think the cool thing is the thing about crypto is, man, there's people all over the world from different ages, 16 to freaking 50. You know what I mean? And they all bring that certain element to the gaming space. And you got old school gamers, new school gamers, you know, people that were raised completely different all across the world, putting their brains together and making cool games. And I love it.
I will say this about it. I know this is going to sound a little cheesy, but I used to dream about this when I was a kid playing Nintendo.
Yeah.
I used to sit in front of the computer, and this is weird that it's happening. Like what I used to think of is happening. I used to sit there and play Nintendo, and I used to go, what if I could do this with somebody that was across the world? Like I used to think that.
Yeah, I remember you telling that story.
I did. I used to think that, and now, you know, I'm grown, and I'm like, holy shit! Not only here it is, but I'm still early to it.
Yeah.
Like I was early to that thought back then, but me and you are literally like with this treasure partnership, we're literally the front run. We're the pioneer. Like this is a big deal, dude.
Yeah.
It's a cool fucking thing. We're a part of gaming history, and I'm not losing my edge as a gamer. I started off as a toddler in gaming, and here I am, grown ass man. I'm still doing it, and it's cool, man. We're on the front edge of the tech, and I think that's not anything to joke about. That's something that's going to go down in history as a part of. So I would call myself a gamer. I would consider yourself a gamer too, because that a gamer is just really someone who enjoys the video game aspect. If you've enjoyed it your entire life, you're a gamer. You don't have to be a professional or make money at it. If you're a gamer, you're a gamer. Like if I could throw you on, you know, Nintendo and you can hold your own. If I throw you on Super Nintendo and you can hold your own, if you could play GoldenEye, you know, Mario Kart, if you can hang with a couple laps on Mario Kart, you're a gamer. Like that's the test. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's exciting. I know they got the Smolebound playtest starts tomorrow and it ends on 24th, 11th through it's 11th through the 15th, I think. So we'll have vouchers and stuff for that series. We'll be able to. What the hell just happened?
I just moved screens. What do I need to do with my small age? I need to get on there, dude. I hope I didn't get punished for not.
We probably need to jump on there together, actually, because I need to do.
Well, that might be.
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so.
That might be something we could do Monday morning. That would be kind of cool because I mean, dude, I got bones staked.
Yeah.
I got 3 or 4 Neanderthals. Excuse me. You know, hopefully working with small age, you know, we could get your boy Sierra Crypto a small. That would be nice. Just gonna put that out there because Wes already has one. It's not fair.
Right
now,
he
has one. I don't.
right now is that time to get one, dude. It was
the
cheap.
Floor price?
It was
What's
cheap.
The floor cheap is like $500.
I bought mine for. I think mine was like around 200, cheap.
Well, that ain't
compared to what they usually go for. Compared to what they were going for, and they're about to start going for because this thing's about to go live soon.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, man.
Colleen says she only likes Myst. If you guys ever played that, that is an epic freaking game on Sega Saturn, dude. You remember Sega Saturn?
Ooh, Sega Saturn. I do remember Saturn.
Saturn,
Yeah.
bro. I had Tomb Raider and Myst on Sega Saturn, and then I had Sega Rally. And you couldn't get me away from that shit. I was all day. Dude, I remember Tomb Raider. The Tomb Raider graphics were so shitty, right? You remember how shitty they were? They're blocky. But back then, it was the best you had.
Yeah.
So I turned all the lights off, and I was in the basement, and I had this huge sound system, right? I was a teenager then, but like you turn the freaking volume all the way up on the stereo system, and bro, shit used to be a little bit scary, even with them shitty graphics, because
dude.
you'd be in that cave and you're all in the basement with the lights off and the music all the way up, and then you hear something, you're like, the fuck was that? And then all of a sudden a bear's like roar, coming out of nowhere. You're like, oh shit, you're trying to shoot him. Even with shitty graphics, it was good. Oh
when
no.
When the Freddy Krueger and the Jason one came out, bro, that shit used to scare the hell out of me, that game. You know what I'm talking about, dude?
You're not talking about the old one, right? Not Nintendo. Nintendo?
Old. Nintendo, yeah.
Oh yeah, that one scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that one scared the shit out of me.
No, that scared me.
I'm waiting for someone to come out with a virtual reality. I'm sure they probably have it, but a virtual reality Web3 game. And then what else did I think about today? Oh, like a D-pen game. Like, you know how you used to have the twist it, bop it, punch it. Like, I think that would kind of be cool, man, for like a D-pen game.
Did you ever play Myst? Did you ever play
I don't recall that, dude. I don't recall that. But I was young too, probably.
Let me pull that up, dude, because if you never played that.
You remember Star Fox, dude?
Oh my god, that was the shit.
Star Fox was the shit, dude. I love Star Fox.
That was a game changer, dude. Star Fox was one of them games that put
yes, dude.
That put what was it, 64 on the map, right? It was 64. Yeah. Well, that was a remake of Star Fox. Star Fox original was Super Nintendo.
Yeah, see, Super Nintendo was Star Fox.
That was the original, but then 64 came out with one, dude.
I can't. See, I don't remember. I think that's when I started falling off. I started falling off there.
Let me pull this up because this game that Colleen was talking about is the shit, dude. This is I want to see actual.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, I do remember this. I didn't play it. My uncle used to play the hell out of it.
It was jamming, dude. This game was jamming, bro.
Yeah, my uncle used to play this. Yep.
Wes, is that playing the audio of the video?
No, it's not.
I don't want to do that. I'll just fast forward to the gameplay. So this was the gameplay footage, and it was on Sega Saturn. So it was the graphics were dope.
Yeah, I remember this.
You just walk around and pick up hints and clues, and it was just a 3D world explorable. And but the graphics, all of these puzzles and shit, like you had to go up to a keyboard and figure out. And read all this shit, you know. It was a very interactive world, and you could literally spend like 10 hours on this game and just try to unlock doors, unlock different portals and shit. A lot of puzzles. Czar Dragoon. That one will blow your mind, dude.
Yeah, I remember that. My uncle used to play that, man. I couldn't really get into those because I didn't understand. I think I was just.
Did you ever play this game, dude? This game right here was the shit on Sega Saturn.
What is it called? No, I don't remember that either. I don't remember that.
This game was fucking awesome. This is like dope graphics back then, by the way. So yeah, this is a game on Saturn that was awesome, dude. You had to fly around on this dragon, shooting shit. It was all 3D and fucking. This game was epic for me, man. When this came out, you gotta think, dude. This is early '90s tech here. This is before. This is way before PlayStation ever came out. Like this is 10 years before PlayStation almost. So the graphics on this were like unheard of for a home console. Like seeing a dragon flap its wings.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell? But yeah, dude,
That's
just
dope, dude.
independent game makers, man. That's the thing. It's like, that's why I'm excited about Treasure. At least you have some independent game makers. But I will say this to anyone out there listening in Web3: don't stray so far away from what made video games popular that you try to reinvent the wheel. Don't do that. Stick to the roots. See what the gamers actually like. And I think if you go back to that, deck building games are fine, right? Those are awesome. But we have enough. I think the market is oversaturated with deck builders and RPG games.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that from an old school gaming perspective. I'm not saying every game needs to be a dungeon crawler and a
right.
mash buttons. That's not what I'm saying.
It's kind of where we're at. It's kind of like where we're at. And I think that we're starting to move in that other direction where we're going to be getting, because I mean, they already got the first person shooters. There's all kinds of stuff coming out. In like Realm, dude. Realm in their upcoming variants. That looks dope, dude. Like, I'm excited to play that, to test that out. And that's something that's coming up too.
Fighting games is all I gotta say. I'm gonna cross my arms and throw a fit. I thought Block Combat was gonna be something. I'm still holding 10,000 of them. That's a waste.
Yeah.
That's probably $50 I'll never get back.
Yeah, it'll be exciting, man. It'll be exciting.
Do you think we see that in Treasure? Do you think Treasure comes out with any fighting games, like actual fighting games?
Yeah, I do. It's just bound to happen. I mean, I've been told that there's multiple games that are coming. I think they're just trying to situate the whole Treasure chain right now. Like, they're trying to accommodate the new games that are coming on. And then I think their focus is they're trying to focus on what am I saying? Not transferring. I can't think of the word. It's starting to get late, but they're trying to focus on the migration, the migration of the previous games and everything else going to Treasure Chain, and also onboarding new games. But apparently it's in the double digits of new games that are coming on. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see that. I really want to see. I want to see the spirit of the gaming. Like, make it not just about crypto. Make it a game because the game's fun to play. And I think that's what Web3 gaming needs to step up. And it is. It's starting to.
Yeah. Anything else you wanna talk about, man?
I just want to ask what the hell she's talking about. She said we used to create an acetate sheet to our TV and play Pong. We had to tape an acetate sheet to our TV and play Pong. I have to ask her what that means.
What is acetate?
I don't know.
Just coming up with words, man. Coming up with words.
Acetate sheet to our
laughed.
Pong. No, Pong was on Atari. You know, that was one. That was a badass game too. But yeah, I don't know what that is. The acetate sheet. But it is good to be a part of history with literally we're being a part of history with Treasure DAO, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. It is exciting. So yeah, guys, y'all are going to benefit from it. We'll be getting, play test vouchers and giveaways for the community they're going to be giving us, and it'll be a lot of fun. And then, I mean, we can have game night in the Discord, you know what I mean? Where we're all just a group of us get to play these games and test them out and provide feedback and all that good stuff. I think
what we'll do, Wes, once I get a little better, once I'm not sick, and once you get situated, I think I'm going to make a ride over to the new pad. I'll bring the laptop, and me and you will sit down and get this Discord shit straight on my laptop so that my laptop, my phone, all my shit is lined up. And we need to do that because, I just gotta get better with Discord. There's no way around it. It's the freaking one thing that everybody uses, so I can't be the one like the rebel. Until something else comes along that can replace it, or they change or make it a little easier, I'm gonna bitch about it, but I will use it. I will have to. I have no choice, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. What's today? Today's Thursday, so we'll check back in Monday. If anything happens between now and Monday, you guys, if anything crazy happens, Wes and I will tweet about it. We'll call each other. But right now, it looks like it's just going to be a take it easy kind of weekend. But hang in there, hodl sideways, accumulate more, all that good shit.
Yeah. If anybody is interested in testing out the Discord and providing feedback and all that, just let me know. Hit us up on X. Just DM the Crypto Remora, and we will get back to you, get that situated. But yeah, I think it's gonna do it for tonight. Monday, we'll see you guys on Monday. Make sure you're following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Siri at Siri Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love, and until next time, peace out.
Wish me luck for tomorrow night's show, buddy. With this vocals like this, holy shit.
Yeah, man. Come Monday, you might not be able to talk, bro.
4-hour gig too. 4 hours.
Jesus, dude.
4 hours, bro. I ain't played a 4-hour gig in years.
Holy shit.
Wish me luck.
Take some honey, man.
I'm gonna be chugging it.
All right, guys.